I want to bring to you a young, dynamic man, a contemporary of Cory Tyson. He comes to us from another parish, but he brings his eloquent self to this green stage, this green parish. We're going to turn this place green. We're going to turn the entire island green. Can you welcome to the stage Sazam Hall?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your outstanding service to our country and for being such a great supporter of this campaign. I need not pause to say how delighted I am to be a part of this auspicious occasion. And unlike the other side who keeps cursing and cursing, we are not here to curse, but rather to discuss the issues that have plagued this constituency for a number of years. We are also assembled here to endorse our distinguished candidate, the authentic Cory Tyson. A man whose integrity has never been questioned, a man whose essence is so much deeper than his image, a man whose political aspirations are driven solely by the downtrodden. And as you make that solemn quest to serve your constituents and your beloved country, tonight we join you on the first mile of a long journey. A little less than probably 3 months from now, the good people of Gingerland will go into the voting booth, and you will elect the next federal representative of this constituency. But the question you're going to have to ask yourself when you go out to vote on polling day is what's next for St. George's? We are at a critical moment in our history. Our economy is stagnant, our healthcare system has diminished due to a lack of good governance, and the dream that so many generations fought for, from the mighty mountains of Rollins to the majestic oceans of Hanley's Road, feels as though it is slowly slipping away. For the past 21 months, we have been governed by an incumbent which is all for self and none of thee. Father of the nation, the late Dr. Simeon Daniel, once said that governments are not masters of the people, but they should be servants of the people governed. It is crystal clear. The sitting government has refused to adhere to those noble words uttered by Dr. Daniel. We were promised an ethical and efficient government, and instead we have a regime that has exceeded all levels of corruption known to our homeland. And the only mission accomplished thus far is to use fear and falsehood and place perceived unhappy supporters on the receiving end of victimization. A hotel closed in this district, a public market abandoned, and that is just part of a sad story that has taken this constituency by storm. It is because of these failures that Nevis, and in particular Gingerland, are listening intently to what we have to say tonight. Not just advocates of the Nevis Reformation Party, but CCM and independents who have lost trust in their government but want to believe again. And it is because of these failures that we not only have a great moment of great challenge, but we also have a moment of great opportunity. History has shown that the Nevis Reformation Party has more interest, we have more ideas, and for the first time in a long time, we have young people all across this fabulous constituency who never had a reason to participate until now. We have a chance to bring the constituency together in a new majority, to finally tackle the problems that have festered throughout St. George's for over 2 decades. That is why the same old campaign strategy of shaking hands and distributing hugs while ignoring the problems that people face just won't do in this election. This party, the party of Daniels and Evelyn's, Stevens and Swanson, has always made the biggest difference in the lives of the Nevisian people when we've led not just by polls, but by principles. Not just by calculations, but by convictions. A party that was founded on the premise of peace, progress, and prosperity. So understand this, St. George's. The choice in this election is not about rich versus poor, not about young versus old, not about CCM versus NRP. This election is about the past versus the future. And we are not just looking for a change in candidate, we are fundamentally looking to changing the state of affairs in St. George's. But if there's anything that we have to be mindful of, is that the change we seek will not come easy. Make no mistake about what we're up against. We're up against the conventional thinking that says your ability to serve comes from your age or your longevity in politics. That's why I'm asking you to stand with Cory Tyson. That's why I'm asking you to stop settling for what the current administration says you have to accept. In this election, let us reach for what we know is possible. A constituency repaired, an island healed, a Nevis that believes again. Thank you very much, everybody. May God bless you.
You can do better than that. Come on, you can do better than that. Very good. Very eloquent. There's so many memorable lines in that presentation. But you know the one I like the most? It's the one about the past and the future. We're moving on. And Van Samri understands that the avalanche of youth is going to roll over him in the next election. The avalanche of youth in Gingerland will come down like a mighty army and rebel against the lack of opportunity, the willfulness, the spitefulness of Van Samri. Van Samri knows, and so Nevis's greatest hanger-on is already hanging out in the departure lounge of the airport that he uses so much. He's in the departure lounge at the Vance Amory International.